Hey, we blew it off accidentally, but let's do it now. It's a fond look back at the week that was. It's Cow Clips of the Week.
Oh, dog bites cow. Oh, cow is in the pool.
And I always felt like I was fighting Larry for my father's attention.
News sources have to rein it in. The daily drumbeat of depression and terror veers into panic porn.
At least 7 federal civil class action lawsuits against the Chinese government demanding trillions of dollars in damages related to coronavirus.
This pandemic has reaffirmed the importance of keeping vital supply chains at home.
But again, the intent of this money was not for big public companies that have access to capital.
The only thing that would be worse than getting the coronavirus would be getting it because a guy dressed like Loki sneezed on your nachos.
So I'm asking for a sober, real conversation about the point of diminishing returns when we will have gone so far down the path of shutting down our economy that if we want to fund essential services, we won't be able to.
Only conclusion that fits the facts is that either Xi Jinping was reckless or he maliciously spread it. I vote for maliciously spread.
How do you know until we have a control group? We offered to be a control group.
The mitigation that we put in, it is the basis for our being able to say that we can now think seriously about reopening America. We have a sleepy guy in a basement of a house, and he's not moving around. He's not moving too much.
Oh, my God.
These are strange times. I thought they were strange like 3 months ago.
The first Biden-Trump debate will be a big ratings getter. Huge.
It will either be the best thing I've ever seen or it will kill me. And I'm not sure which.
There are a bunch of clips in there I'd like to comment on. I think it's interesting that Michael Jordan, as a 60-year-old man, still gets choked up and about cries talking about trying to get his dad's attention and competing with his brother. That's something.
Yeah. Yeah, that is something. I wonder. I mean, that's certainly, you don't need to be a psychotherapist to think, well, let's see. He was desperate for his father's attention. Dad's often like sports, and so he became obsessively competitive about basketball.
I mean, I had no feeling in my life of competing with either of my brothers for my dad's attention. Zero. For whatever reason. And Michael Jordan had it to the extent that he still cries about it as a 60-year-old. So that's something.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think the thought ever occurred to me.
No.
Of course, I had an older sister and a significantly younger brother, so but you grew up in a house of brothers, band of brothers, if you will.
Maybe I was getting all the attention and they cry about it. I have no idea.
Right.
So
maybe you're Larry Jordan.
I suppose that's the possibility.
You're the villain.
What was I going to say? I had one more thing I was going to say. Oh, the other clip in there. Originally, when we had Gordon Chang on, and I like Gordon Chang a lot, but I thought it was kind of overblown of him saying that perhaps China did this on purpose or Xi let it spread on purpose or whatever. But having listened to Tucker Carlson last night about the supply chain and Trump's quote in Clips of the Week about our supply chain, maybe Xi said at some point, geez, we make all their medical equipment here? We make all their medicine here? They don't have any masks if we don't give them to them. What would happen to them if they got hit with a disease?